What's going on, guys? Welcome to the channel. Have you guys ever wondered what happened to all those logs that you put inside your raised bed to save money on soil? Today I'm going to show you guys what it's going to look like after one season. So let's go. So we all know that when building a new raised bed, it's pretty much very expensive because you got to fill all this raised bed up with good fertile soil. So one way you can save those money is that you're using logs or wood chips, right, that you have laying around or mulch, and fill it under the bottom, and then on top you put a nice layer of compost fertile soil on top. So this method is called Hügelkultur. What is that? Is that you use your yard waste, wood, branch, whatever, leaves and all that stuff, and then you put it underneath, and on top of it you put dirt on top, right? And then over time it will break down underneath. The microbacteria will work it out, and then all these logs right here will get run and then build up your soil over time, but it will take time. So today I want to share with you guys and show you guys what those logs or all the material that I put underneath inside my raised bed, what it looked like over one season that I built from last year. So over here it's pretty much I had two raised bed in here, and then I move it over there. So there's two methods that I use. This bed right here I have is that I use mulch as a filler on the bottom. So you can see here all this mulch right there, right on the bottom, and I fill it up. And look at this, you can see worm right there. That is making it habitat. The white stuff, that are the fungi that is breaking down this wood chip and this mulch to build up the soil. Look at that. So this is what you want to see in your garden or your raised bed. So as you can see, on top of this layer is pretty much clay, right? I have a mixture of clay and then some garden soil that I got from Home Depot, but it's still pretty compact. It still grow, but as you can see, I just want to share and show you guys that underneath this soil, it's a whole life that is building up your soil over time. And you see slug, those what are those things called? The roly-poly, right? And the tiny little worm right there. And the fungi are all working to build up this nice soil that I will eventually have. Alright, and all this thing is breaking down slowly and building up my soil. So let's go to this side right there. So as you can see on the side, pull this out. Look at this. All the fungi is working and breaking down all this mulch right there. And that is a nice soil right there. And then on this side is a different method, which I use log, right, as a filler on the bottom, which is here it is, guys. So as you can see, this is a log that I buried last year, and it's becoming spongy, like soft and mushy. So the ground is breaking this thing up and then decomposing it, and it's building up the soil really nicely. And you can see all this root right here, the plant root is getting onto the log and breaking it down. Look at this, all the microfungi, the bugs is using this, breaking it down, and eventually creating you a nice beautiful soil. So if you get a closer look down here, bring this up, dig this, there's another log down here, and we see other roots running here So it's a healthy soil, showing that the root can penetrate into the soil and try to get the nutrient and the water, the moisture that the logs retaining on it. Right. So using the logs has many beneficial. It provides nutrient to your plants, and it retains water for you, acting like a sponge over time. Oh man, this thing is stuck in here. Wow, this thing, look at this. See, this thing is like a sponge right here. Like water is so moist. It's like you squeezing a mushroom. Let me show you guys. See water coming out. So this is what I'm talking about. It's acting like a sponge that retains water for your plants. So that way, when you water your bed, all this rotten wood right here, it just soaks up the water and retain the water inside your raised bed for you, and keeping that water in the bed so it doesn't run off, and then your plant will just run down with the roots system, right, and try to get to those water. Alright guys, so this is what it looks like after one season. So over time, as I mentioned, this thing will break down and become decomposed, and then it will make a nice rich soil for your raised bed. So don't throw away these logs or any waste, garden waste in your yard. So that way, like all the branches that fall off and then in your yard, to gather that up and then bury it under your raised bed. And then over time, you have a rich, nice, fertile soil that you can never buy in a big box office. So don't throw your logs away, and I will see you guys on the next video.